Many businesses would have recently started receiving letters from HMRC about an employment allowance. But what is this and what do you need to do? In a nutshell, the employment allowance is a grant towards your national insurance Class 1 payments that you pay as an employer. For the 24-25 tax year, this employment allowance is £5,000 for the year. So if an employee earns over the national insurance threshold, which is currently £9,096, as an employer, you pay national insurance of 13.8% on the part of their wages over the threshold. This is known as the employer's national insurance Class 1. This is a cost to the business and is not deducted from the employee, although they will pay their own employees' national insurance. So each year, if you meet the eligibility, you are able to claim the allowance. This is done via your payroll software. So how are you eligible for the allowance? You must be a business or charity with more than one employee, and your total employer's national insurance bill for the previous tax year must not have been more than £100,000. Sole directors with one other employee earning over the national insurance threshold, or two directors can claim the employment allowance. Unfortunately, sole directors on their own will not be eligible. So awesome! Now you know you're eligible. When can you expect to receive the money in your bank account? Unfortunately, this is not the case. The allowance will be deducted from the Class 1 employer national insurance payments each month until you've used up the allowance. So in essence, £5,000 less will be leaving your bank account, but you will not be seeing the money physically. You will also not receive a refund for part of the allowance if you do not use up the entire allowance. If you didn't know that you were eligible, you can backdate your claims for up to 4 years. You will get a refund of the monies you paid up to the allowance for the tax year that you are claiming for. As usual, our good friends at HMRC are a little slow to the party, and letters will trickle in through the months after the tax year end. If you are eligible, you would have started using the employer's allowance from the beginning of the tax year. So when you receive your letter, there isn't anything more that you need to do. It is a good idea, however, to keep this letter for your records. If you would like to discuss anything about employment allowance or check your eligibility, please feel free to reach out to us.